The Ministry of Finance has revealed that it has realized tangible benefits from well-targeted tax policy and administrative measures. In the last financial year alone, these measures yielded over 1.4 trillion shillings, which is why the ministry is now calling for more tax proposals.
In the past, fragmented approaches created unintended results and consequences which undermined revenue performance and discouraged compliance. Through continuous reforms, tax policy proposals are now developed in a structured manner, guided by sound technical analysis, broad stakeholder consultations, and strict alignment with our national development goals.
However, there are calls for revisions to some existing tax policies, including the pay-as-you-earn threshold, which analysts say needs to be reviewed.
If you are earning maybe 250,000 shillings and you're subject to pay-as-you-earn, it means that you don't have the ability to save because your earning is almost ending in after tax. You are going to have to incur costs of education, services, like the day-to-day cost of living. So we need to revise, and we are providing our alternatives on that. How can we change the pay-as-you-earn thresholds to ensure that we have our Ugandans who are at least earning between 400 and 500 remain with something to be able to invest, but also be able to meet the cost of living.
Still, the public needs to manage their expectations when engaging government on tax matters.
The only challenge is when they don't agree with us. There is a position of government which we have conveyed to them, and then they decide to resort to closing shops. That doesn't mean there's no consultations, because when you consult, it doesn't mean that you reach an agreement. You may disagree, because for us as government, as I mentioned before, we look at our strategy, the tenfold growth strategy, and how are we going to do it. The traders are also looking for in their pockets. They want money in their pockets. So sometimes our objectives are not aligned, but that doesn't mean we don't consult.
But we have had negotiations with Casita, and we have extended the time period up to when the goods were shipped up to 30th June. If you imported up to 30th June, we are clearing you. But after 30th June, we are not going to allow this bad practice to continue, because it defranchises Ugandans. They bring their goods, they are delayed, some don't even receive their goods, others have run out of business. That was the main cause, and we intervened, and I think now the traders are happy after the extension, and we are doing very well with them.
In the last financial year, Uganda's revenue effort rose to 14.2% of GDP, up from 13.7% in the previous year. Yet this remains below the recommended 16%, suggesting that Ugandans may feel the tax pinch a little more, as the taxman has demonstrated that revenue targets must be met. Roana Habwe, NTV Business.